What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Accounting Man, coming live. Ba-ba-da-ba. Coming live, doing an income statement. We have moved on to Chapter 7. Chapter 7 is where we figure out how much money we made and then do a balance sheet. So, the first part of an income statement is the 3-line heading. The first line of your 3-line heading is always the name of the what, everybody? Company, good. Name of the company is Darlene's Delivery Service. So please write Darlene's Delivery Service. Probably try to center it a little better than I did. Oopsie daisy. The second line is always the name of the what? The thing you're doing. We are doing an income statement. Don't write 8-column worksheet. That would make me sad. Income statement. Then you write. The third line is always the date. So this one is for the month ended July 31st. For the month ended July 31st, 2018. What? We're live again.
It's your daddy Foo Schnickens from the other side of the wall.
Hey, shout out YouTube. Foo Schnickens just stopped by. That was super awkward. Weird flex, but okay. He crushed it. This guy's crushing it today. If you watch, well, you guys wouldn't watch it, but if you watch Chapter 6 practice test, which we recorded this morning, he came over and Kevin LaFleur just straight burned him. And then I said, hey, you're burned on YouTube. And then it was a whole big thing. And then I labeled it description. We burned Foster and all that. I wish that story ended later. Yeah. What? I know. No. I know. Oh! Never mind. You should watch the video.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
No, don't. All right. Moving on. It's funny. All right. So, back on track. We have our 3-column heading done. The first category is called revenue. The first category is all of your sources of revenue. For our company, how many sources of revenue are there? 1, which is sales. Good. So you indent and write the word sales. Sales has a normal credit balance. So you're going to put the sales amount, 5511, over here on the, I guess you would call that the credit, even though they're not calling these credit or debit. Because when you hand it to the boss, you don't want to have to explain what a debit or a credit is. You got to watch those. It's pretty good. It wasn't like a burn. All right. The next section is your expenses. So your next line, you write expenses, then you throw a colon in there, and then you're going to list all of your expenses and their balances in the left side. So the first one is advertising, Advertising expense, it is $821. Insurance expense is $300. Miscellaneous is $347. And supplies is $713. Okay. So you have now listed your sources of income. You have listed your expenses. You do one line across both. And then your last line you call total expenses. And that one stays in line with all the rest. Total expenses. And then you would add these up. However, luckily for you, where are they already added up for you? Up here. If you recall, when we did an income statement, we listed our sales, we listed our expenses, and then we added them up. So if you did your 8-column worksheet right, this is your total expenses. We didn't write that on the 8-column worksheet, but we're going to on the income statement because this is something that a boss would like to see in plain English. So total expenses is 21. It should be 2181 for total expenses. So now, logically, we're going to write one line underneath this, and we're going to find our net income, and that's going to be your last kind of category. We're going to have a net income because sales is greater than expenses, so that's a good thing. And if you recall, we've already done this on the 8-column worksheet. So sales minus expenses is 3330. So you're going to write net income, and it's 3330. So if you handed this to the boss and said, "Hello, boss who does not understand accounting. Here's the sales that we have. Here's the expenses. Here's the total expenses. Here's our net profit for this month." Should any realistically logical boss be able to understand that, yes or no? Yeah. If you handed this to the boss and said, "Hey, boss, here's our net income for the month," do you think they would completely and totally follow this document? You could. I still can't follow it, and I'm the one that wrote it. No. So you have your net income, which is great, and then they want you to figure out the component percentages and round to the nearest 0.1. So again, component percentages are how much of the thing is a percentage as reflected from sales. So to do this one, you would do 5511 divided by 5511. I'm not sure if you guys are strong at math, but that would equal 1. 1 as a percent is what? 100. Keep it 100, everybody. Quit oofing me. That's a hilarious joke. It's very popular with the teens these days. Keep it 100. Weird flex, but all right. No, that's 3. I haven't said it at all in any other class.
What happened?
But nothing. I heard about it, and then I saw it on Twitter. I'm like, that's really funny.
He's really
Well, So that's how late I am. I follow 2 weeks behind the popular trend. Right? Yeah. If you went up to Carlson. If you go to Carlson and say like, "Hey, weird flex, but okay," he would be like, "What's a flex? I want some pizza." Don't tell him I said that. But you guys know when you get a test back from Carlson, there's a 74% chance there's a pizza grease on. Yeah, that's fine.
What you just said was on YouTube.
Yeah, that's fine. He knows. Yeah, he'll be like, "Ah, ah, ah." Don't show this to Carlson. He'll pound me on the head. All right. Then the next one. 2181 divided by 5, 5, 11. Go ahead and run that one. That'll be this. And then this one. Tray, O over 5, 5, 5, 1. Go ahead and run that. I will do this on the calculator. 5, 5, 1, 1 equals. I got 0.3957. It said round to the nearest 1 or 0.1%. So it'd be 39.6. So 39.6%. So then 3330 divided by 5511 equals 60.42. So round to the nearest 10th of a percent will be 60.4. So what we have, let me zoom in a little bit, and autofocus. We have this number is these two numbers added up. Therefore, if this is 100%, these two numbers should add up to 100%. So because accountants are the way they are, they would then add these two numbers up and make sure it equals this. It does. And then they would add these two numbers up to make sure it equals this. Let's see, 9, 9, 1, carry the 7, 9er. Okay, it does. So if a document is done and it equals and it's complete, accountants like to put a little double line scanner there. And that signifies that you have completed your income statement and you can turn it into the boss and say to the boss, here is the money that we made. Every single dollar of stuff that we sell, we make 60.4 cents. If we were to sell, If we were to sell $100 of stuff, $60.40 would be profit. That's cool to know because the boss can say like, if we sell $10,000 worth of stuff, we'd make like $6,000. If we only sell 1,000, we make 600. So they can use these percentages to kind of project data and say like, if we only make 60% and we only sell $5,000 usually, we're only making like $3,000. We can't afford to pay our employees next month. Let's lay somebody off. Or let's get rid of some stuff. So that, my favorite YouTubers and class, is an income statement. You can account on that.